Hello, Willis's World, back with another one. Today, we're hopping on with the Hunter. Now, the Hunter, there's a mod and weapon combination that I'm utilizing with most of the exotics I'm using, and that's the Suppressive Glaive with the Enigma, because that combination with how their subclass is doing right now is just too fun. However, the exotic combination here, the Crimson and Lucky Pants, I can basically go invisible, stay invisible. Then whenever I swap to my Crimson, it's doing insanely high amounts of damage. For now, yes, it's the Crimson. No, it is not my end all hand cannon I'm wanting to use there. Because yes, with those Lucky Pants, any hand cannon will work. The Ariana's Vow will work. The Sunshot will work. I don't even think there's been one recently. Yeah, no, there's only two energy. The kinetic ones, the Sturm works, the Thorn works, the Ace of Spades works, the Malfeasance, which is the one I'm after, works, the Hawk Moon works. Okay, am I blind? Where is that gun? There is one I know also works. The Last Word, but I can't see it. Hmm. Oh yeah, if you have the Last Word, it does work. I don't know why it's not showing up on the list for me. But yeah, all of those guns have a continuous damage ramp with each shot you land for 7 seconds when you swap to them. And then it goes back to its base damage, and you need to hop off of that weapon and wait 9 seconds to come back to it. And then you can activate it again. But the damage ramp on it is severely high. Like the Crimson at base does maybe 1300 damage a hit, a burst. At least for PvE content. I know that's not the number for PvP. But 1300 PvE, easy enough on headshots. But with the Lucky Pants, when I get that fully stacked, which it does get it fully stacked, it goes from that 1300 damage a hit for a 3 round burst. So that's actually uh, about 3900 damage a shot that you take with it. It goes from that to almost 10,000 damage a hit a burst, so it goes almost 30,000 damage, if not more. It is a seriously large damage bump, like 9 times the damage. And with the Crimson being a round burst and already having a pretty high amount of damage, yeah, I've been utilizing it, and this may be very similar to the loadout I bring into Legend. Only difference is I'll have Malfeasance instead of Crimson. But yeah, that's mostly my DPS for when I go in there. I do plan to get a rocket launcher here with the, I think it's called Gathering Light. No, I don't. No, it's not. The one that allows you to pick up orbs of power to increases damage and blast radius. Put that there with the Devourer for orbs of power. Oh, I'm meaning to go over Hunter exotics, and I'm just going over the Hunter build I'm trying to get together. Sorry, guys. But, yeah. For the exotics that are working really well right now, Obviously, hand cannons and lucky pants with it are very nice, but the invis is what you want to be activating a lot, and with that glaive for just completing the intro to Witch Queen quest, being able to craft it, play with its mods a little, just enjoy it. Final blows with it when you have suppressive glaive on it, just turning you invisible. Hunters right now are probably my favorite one to play. Titan is a close second because freaking beefy. Almost nothing can kill him. But yeah, it's not the only build for Hunter right now that is insane. Like the sidearms here, you get a good Void sidearm right now, and you get that damage boost. It's doing a lot. You get that Devour in there with it. It actually lasts a little bit while you're over it once it's triggered, so you let yourself go critical, one shot something with your sidearm, go back up to full, and you got like 7 or 8 seconds of 50% damage increase to your sidearms. And one sidearm in particular that works really well with, and I mean really well with, is the Devil's Ruin fusion style thing. If you know how the fusion rifles last season, every hit they got increases the damage, and that was the damage made meta. It's a little more hard to activate the Devil's Ruins one, but if you have that with the Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves boost, that's actually comparing to the fusions that were going last season, besides the heavies. The Sleeper Simulant and the 1,000 Voices, nothing's going to compare to how they were last season. The Assassin's Cowl right now, it's good, but with the changes to the melees that are being used, it's a little odd to use. Because the melee doesn't do anywhere near the damage it used to. However, if you pair this with another thing that the Hunter has right now, if you pair that with the Trapper's Ambush, your melee turns into Quickfall, and you dive into the ground, creating a large smoke cloud. That does still do damage, and it weakens targets, and weakening can turn you invisible. And while you're invisible, things happen. But yeah, with this, you kill something with it, you're then getting a, I believe, health and shield bump from that exotic. Yeah, health and shields. So it's like a 25% of your health is gained back, and you get a 25% overshield. If you're low enough on health that it's just going to health, it's a 50% health heal, and grants invis. So it is pretty nice. And finishers do it too. Assassin's Cowl is doing pretty good right now. Ormhusk Crown is a little meh. I don't really use it that much. Graviton Forfeit is actually very nice right now because the Hunter builds can be invis almost 100% of the time, so extending that duration of it reaches almost a complete 100% of the time, and also recharges melee faster, weapons reload faster, and your recovery is greatly increased. Yeah. That recovery greatly increased is kind of lackluster for what it's actually doing. It's giving you capped recovery from 0 recovery. It is very nice. Because you can literally go invisible, stay out of combat for like 2 seconds, and then get back to full health. That's the point it's at. Liar's Handshake, there it is. The Liar's Handshake right now is actually pretty nice with the glaive. Yeah. Using arc melee ability, yes, that won't be active, but being hit by a melee attack will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counterpunch that will heal you. That does trigger when you're meleeing with your glaive. And your glaive can suddenly hit for like 70,000 damage. I'm not using it right now because while you're invis, you're not gonna get punched. But this is a viable option if you just want to go and just play aggressive while out of invis with Hunter. Which could come up in the future and be really good. Like you pair this with Solar Rework and that new Solar Glaive from the raid, if you have it. I do not, sadly. If it works the same way as the Enigma right now, it should work. And yeah, you pair that with Solar Rework when it's going up. Anything that has a Solar Final Blow tied to it, the raid glaive should trigger. And then this is offering you extra damage in situations that are where you need extra damage and health in those same situations. Caprice Stirring. This one. It's okay. It does make it so that that melee final blow does a little more, but punching someone with a full melee energy will instantly cast Smoke Bomb. So basically, if you go into your keybinds, you can have your powered melee and your basic melee bound to different things. If you use your basic melee and you have full melee energy, you'll punch them and throw your smoke bomb out at the same time and basically get a lot of damage off of that one punch. Plus, it also makes it so that, well, it does make it so you have to be in melee range for it, which glaives can do, but you're also not being able to really do what you're wanting. Although I am curious, would that trigger it with a glaive attack? I'll be testing that later. That one might work. The renewal graphs, new ones, pretty good. Arthur's Embrace, once Solar Rework comes around, should be going ridiculous. Same with Lucky Raspberry for when Arc comes around. Raiden Flux may get to the point of insanity. Just recently got the Frosties. Bombardiers are not doing that good right now, sadly. However, with Solar Rework, if they keep that playing with Firecrap, the Bombardiers are awesome on Solar subclass. Phidias Bathe, good on Solar. Dragon Shadow, more dodge based. Sixth Coyote is actually pretty good. Guardian. The Omnioculus is actually ridiculous. Especially when you can jump in the air, slam down, and turn a full fire team invisible. That Omnioculus makes it so when you do that, they all gain damage resistance. It's actually very nice when you see one. The Raijin's Harness is okay. Greason's Vest. Could be useful. Don't really use it though. The Lucky Pants breaks every hand cannon in the game. The burst damage from it's very nice. Orpheus Riggs, absolutely great right now. Yeah. See, the thing about that though, provides ability energy. It's applying energy to all of them, but the thing I'm not sure about if they fixed or not yet used to provide a small amount of super energy as well for each target tethered by deadfall anchors. But that extra shot with how it's working right now is actually making it so that the Hunter super here, the Mobius quiver, that shoots 3 at once, then shoots 3 at once a second time, with the Orpheus rigs on, it's literally, you can shoot another section of 3 at them, so it goes from 6 of them on them to a 9 of them on them. And everyone who's thinking, oh, that's only a 50% increase, you can increase your weapons and stuff. No, it's not. You see, the base one, you've got your first shot, does decent damage, but it weakens them. Your second shot does 30% more damage to that. So that makes that last shot, having that extra 30% damage to it, do about 62% more damage to your super. So it's not a 50%, that weakening debuff everyone seems to forget about. So it's actually a nice damage increase. But yeah, really the extent of the Hunter right now, anything that ties into invisibility or can be used with a glaive equipped, that right now is the Hunter meta. Glaive, suppressing glaive, and any exotics of your choice. Recommended burst damage. If I really wanted, I could put Wither Horde here, take these off, go grab the Orpheus rigs, and run super damage, and then just change a mod here. Like, hey, that one. Change that one to the final blows while surrounded by combatants, grant super energy, get my super back super quick, and just lay down deadfalls everywhere. It's the Hunter right now is not many exotics are being drastically used, since a lot of the exotics are tied to the other subclasses, but the ones that are tied to Void right now, damn, are they good. Now, Lucky Pence and the Malfeasance, or I see the Crimson here, I know the Crimson is there, it's not what I want there. Once I have the Malfeasance there, which I am working towards, I'm on the last step of the stinking quest on my Titan. Need Guardian kills on Gambit, which sucks, but it's destiny. Grinds and grinds and grinds away. But yeah, as far as the Hunter goes, enhance the subclass. Make sure you have glaives and suppressing glaive. The suppressing glaive, the instant you get to this one, oh, it's not even on that one, it's just the fourth one. Suppressing glaive right here. By the time you're season rank even 25, which is like 13, 14 strikes, if you have bounties as well, it's easy enough to get there compared to everything else. But once you have that suppressing glaive on your Hunter, throw on that Enigma, and once you get to this point, grab Energy Vampirism. When you have those two things on, every hit of your glaive is going to be getting you energy to your least charged ability. It's ridiculous, and it stacks with what the subclass already does, because melee final blows grant grenade energy. Yeah, that's triggering off of glaive final blows. Melee final blows start health regen. Yeah, that's triggering off of glaive final blows. Just extent of it, enhance your glaives, enhance your subclass, and for your exotics, you can choose to enhance subclass, maybe enhance your weapon. I'm going to be checking out that Caprice Horn to see if that works with the Enigma, but I'll get back to you guys on that one. But yeah, just have fun. When you get that Suppressive Glaive in an Enigma, and you're utilizing the Stylus Executioner, you are permanently invisible. Only times you're not is when you choose to swap to something else. And what's great about that is even then you can be. Because you can go and melee a bunch of enemies with the Enigma, and then when you go and find that champion you're wanting to shoot with, say my combo, Lucky Pants Hand Cannon, you gotta swap to it and shoot, but that will pull you out of invis, right? Not exactly. Before I swap to the hand cannon, I can take a shot with my Enigma at that enemy, suppress it, and then if I can kill it with the Crimson before the suppression's gone, I'm invisible again. It is a ridiculous state on Hunter right now, but it's so fun. But yeah, before I start ranting and turn this into a hour and a half video, because I may very well end up doing that off of just this Hunter build alone. That is Willis's World out. The Hunter class is insane, and I will see you next time.